Oh, look at here. You got the Hapstone Universal Stone Holder for the Work Sharp Professional Precision Adjust. We're going to go over a quick review of this device and proper installation, along with some tips on getting it to operate very smooth. So, first of all, the purpose of this, if you don't know, is so that you can hold any stone in your WorkSharp Professional Precision Adjust, and you're not locked into the WorkSharp ones that came with your unit. So, any stone 4 inches to 6 inches, any form factor, flat, angled, skinny, narrow, or skinny or wide, standard 1 inch with the angle or flat. So that's a purpose, and it works great. How to install it? Very simple. Now, one thing to note on here is, so this is the stock stone holder. So this operates butterly smooth, but there's a little, you can hear that little floppy fish going on there. Um, just we'll come back to that later, but just remember that. First thing you do is unscrew the rod, remove the rubber stopper, remove the stock stone holder. Save it though. You got a nice ceramic for serrated edges right there. So now you're down to your rod. You can leave the stock stopper on here on your rod. Now, the Hapstones, mine came assembled like this. You can pretty much just slide it on, but this screw, for the stone holder adjustment, was a little tight. If you do need to loosen that, if you can't get it by hand, it's a 5 millimeter. You can just loosen it up, move it around. But once you loosen it up, you should never need a tool, because it always only should be hand tight. Hand tight, good enough. So simply insert your new stone holder on the stock rod, and first thing you want to look for is how smooth is it. Now mine, I've already fixed. Mine was a little stiff. I mean, it was still usable, but when you're on the device, it was stiffer than I wanted. So I thought, at first I blamed it on Hapstone. I thought, this, something was wrong inside here, but it wasn't. It was not Hapstone. It wasn't really WorkSharp either. What happens on your stock stone holder, the part that slides on the rod only goes from, obviously the end here to just somewhere around the magnet, right in that area, and the rest of it is just wide open. So what happens on your rod, it only gets polished. It's not really wore down, down in this area, not all the way to the end. So what I did is I just took I tried oil at first. It wasn't enough. Then I just used some lapping. I had some lapping paper on one of my stock stones, and I just cleaned it up. Then I used some Poltava honing oil, same stuff I use for stones. Put that on there, and you can rub it in, wipe it off clean. And then finally I put some Slip 2000, just a couple drops, and then smeared it all over, and then make sure, don't leave that oil on there. It actually makes it worse. Wipe it off. It'll still stay slippery, and we're fine. And you just keep doing those steps until your action is perfect, like this one. It should just slide right through there. Okay, so now you've installed that. Simply, I don't know if you want to reuse the stock rubber stopper. I don't really use them, but I'll put it on there anyways. Screw it back in. Done. Now you'll want to adjust your Hapstone. Remember, we loosened this earlier. Now it's finger tight. Just adjust it flush right here. That works good if you have 6-inch stones. Now, what we can do, we want to use the stock stone right there. Stock stone installed. I got lapping paper on the back of this, but it still works. And then, so we want to use a typical 1-inch with the angled. Same thing, slide it in there, lock it in, center it. It's nice because if you got a really good set of, like this one, this is a hybrid bonded CBN from Aldum. I mean, these are top of the line stones you can get, and it's nice to be able to use these instead of being locked in to work sharps. So yeah, that's that. Another nice thing, I know somebody's gonna say that, well, work sharp makes an adjustable or a universal stone holder now too. Well, I looked at the pictures, and I'll give you an example. So I got this 1/2-inch TS Prof stone here, the skinny. The one that Worksharp makes, it's great that they did that, but the thing is huge. I mean, it's bigger than this. This is the regular one. And so look at this 1/2-inch stone. When I'm, say I had a knife in there, I'm not going to put, say I had a knife in there, I can see my stone as I'm operating the skinny stone. The Worksharp one, you ain't going to be able to see the stone. It's nice to be able to see what's going on here. So I really like this. Yeah. So you swap them out. And then with your digital angle gauge, let's not forget about that. We'll throw a stock stone in here. It's got a little spot here. Actually, 2 of them. Turn on your unit. Set it right there. Set your angle. Or you can set it down here too. So yeah, that works good. The only thing I'm like with the stock stone, no, they don't fit, is this holder up here when you're flipping. I've got it to hold with an angled 1-inch. Seems to hold fairly good, but that's one thing you got to watch. That's not in there firmly like the stock one holds. Yeah, you best hang on to that when you're flipping knives or tipping it back, whatever you're doing. But yeah, very nice piece. Another thing, so these are $36 list on their website. The Worksharp one, the big plastic Donkus one, those are $45. So they're like $9 more, and it's just too big. I mean, I'm sure it works fine, but that vision is huge. You'll see through there. So yeah, great unit for $36. I can't think of a better bang for your buck upgrade. Like this one's bone stock. I got the zip tie mod going on here I learned from CBRX, his channel. But other than that, these things they're nice. They're quick. You can just set them on the shelf somewhere. Be sharpening in a matter of a couple minutes. Yeah. Highly recommended.